Hi everybody, I'm Skip Quimby for John Deere, and today we'll show you how to convert a small rough pasture into a field of hay. For this project, we'll be using a John Deere 5 125M utility tractor paired with a Frontier TM1412D tandem disc harrow. We've also matched a Frontier GS4160 ground seeder with a John Deere 4075R compact utility tractor. Step 1 for this project is to set the gang angles on the tandem disc harrow to achieve the desired aggressiveness of cut. With the tandem disc harrow in a slightly elevated position, CJ simply removes the pin, slides the disc gang to the desired angle position, and replaces the pin. He then repeats the task on the other 3 disc gangs. When he's finished, the left and right disc gangs should be at the same pin positions, and the front and rear gang positions should mirror each other. Next, time to make sure the disc harrow is level. So after removing the handy adjustment wrenches from their storage position, CJ releases the locking nuts on the tilt adjustment rod. Then he shortens the rod to tilt the disc harrow up at the rear to bring the entire unit level. He then sets the depth adjustment rod to select the desired depth of cut. Then he releases the T-pin so the disc harrow can be raised and lowered as necessary during the tilling process. Finally, he increases the down pressure on the rear rolling basket by loosening both hex jam nuts and the lower hex nut. Then he tightens the upper hex nut to increase pressure. When the pressure is set, he retightens the lower hex nut and tightens both hex jam nuts. He makes sure the pressure is even across the length of the disc harrow by measuring the distance from the end of the adjustment rod to the hex jam nut. Lastly, he returns those mighty handy adjustment wrenches to their storage position, and he's ready to till some soil. We're using this TM1412D tandem disc harrow on ground that hasn't been touched by any tillage tool in a long time. So CJ will take it slow and easy to make sure everything is working the way we want it to. If you find the soil is building up on or sticking to your disc, that means the soil is too wet and you should stop disking until the ground is dry and more workable. But today is a good day to prepare this field for planting. Nevertheless, we also outfitted our disc harrow with a scraper kit to keep the notched discs pretty free of any sticky soil so they can consistently do their job. As you can see, CJ follows the OM and raises the disc harrow onto the transport tires to make his turn and set up his next pass. Turning the disc harrow without raising it first can result in damage to the disc harrow or to the tractor. Like the wonderfully designed and manufactured machine that it is, the many individual sections of the TM1412D tandem disc harrow work together to do a great job tilling and smoothing this pasture's soil and leaving it ready for the seeding to come. Which brings us to the Frontier GS4160 ground seeder, so let's get started. Because all models in the GS41 series are quick hitch compatible, we outfitted our tractor with an iMatch quick hitch to make hooking up and unhooking this machine as easy as can be. Todd just keeps his eye on the top hook as he slowly backs the tractor into position. He then shuts off the tractor, sets the parking brake, exits the tractor, and comes around to the left rear fender where the optional hitch assist is installed. Using the hitch assist, Todd can raise the iMatch on the tractor to engage the ground seeder's 3-point hitch. Then he closes the locking levers and he's ready to go. Even though the GS4160 has 2 adjustable disc gangs for tilling soil, we'll leave them in the straight position since the field has already been tilled. Todd will, however, put the ground seeder into a slightly nose-up attitude by lengthening the top link until the disc blades have been lifted off the ground to keep their engagement with the soil surface to a minimum. Then he tightens the jam nut to secure the top link's position. Todd loads the seed box with Kentucky 31 tall fescue seed. Then using the meter opening chart, He calibrates the seed metering cups to the proper seed distribution rate for our purpose and our seed. And he's ready to start seeding. The spiked roller that sits behind the disc gang provides the power to drive the seeding apparatus and breaks up dirt clods in the seed bed. The seed drops through the seed cups at the set metered rate and is pressed into the soil by the cultipacker to achieve excellent seed-to-soil contact. Like the tandem disc harrow, the GS4160 ground seeder should always be lifted off the ground before making any turn, such as at the end of a pass. Failure to do that can result in damage to the ground seeder and/or the tractor. Working together, these two Frontier products make the perfect pair for tackling any number of planting projects around your place. Frontier's nearly 400 implements and attachments are designed, engineered, tested, and manufactured to fit and work specifically with John Deere tractors. That's a breadth and depth of equipment compatibility you won't find anywhere else in the world. Always read the operator's manual before operating or storing any piece of equipment, and follow all operating and safety instructions. And remember, if you're looking for equipment you can count on to get your job done with confidence, choose the green-on-green solution. John Deere and Frontier. Available only at your John Deere dealer.